Sledgehammer. Welcome to the Bleach Vol.2 unboxing. We are actually at Toon Gaming unboxing on release day. So let's pop this open and I will read all the cards that I pull in the first box. Now, I've opened quite a bit of boxes of Union Arena, so I'm expecting 6 SRs, 2 of each color, two alternate arts. That has been the most common amongst other boxes, but I have had some weird ones. Alright, let's start with our box topper. We got a Senjumaru. Very cool. I know she has a new raid, so that's possibly exciting. Alright, we have Rinjiabari. Draw a card, place one from your hand into your sideline. Let's move a little more. Alright, a Loopy. When sideline, place the top 2 cards of your deck into the sideline. That's good for blue. Oh, Shiva. Switch to resting, gains an energy generation. Giselle, draw 1, ditch 1. Yushiro. I don't really remember that character. 1 cost, 2,500, draw a card. 0 cost is in Senjumaru, which we just got the ult of. A 4 cost Jugrum, for some Stern Ridders. When played, if Yuabaha is on the field and you have less cards in your hand than your opponent, draw. Okay, so he has a lot of draw potential, that's good. 2 cost Byakuya, he has a energy generation of 2 when active. Rukia Kuchigi. When played, look at the top 5 cards of your deck, reveal up to 1 card with 2 or more base AP cost among them added to your hand. Place remaining at the bottom of your deck. So I think there's a 2 AP Ichigo in the blue deck that kind of cycles around that. Lilito, or Lil Toto. I forgot how to say her name. I briefly remember this chick. When played, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, add up to 1 Bambi's Affinity or Bambietta Bastard Bean, a card among them to your hand, place the remaining at the sideline. If you add 1 to hand, place 1 on the sideline. Oh, that would have been beautiful. Our first rare for the pack is Mayori Kuchigi, Kurosuchi. When played, you may sideline 1 character on your field with the Corpse Unit Affinity. If you do, choose up to 1 character in your opponent's front line with battle points equal to or less than that character's battle point, sideline it, and draw. Okay, so he's a sideline. That's interesting. Oh, and then we got the raid version. So the Mayori raid. When played, choose up to 1 Nemu or Corpse Unit Affinity on your field. It gains 1,000 and impact. Interesting. Activate main if on the front, and once a turn, you can only activate this ability if a character in your field has been sidelined this turn. Play 1 blue Nemu with 1 AP from... Play 1 blue Nemu card with 1 AP cost, or 1 blue character card with Corpse Unit Affinity and 1 AP from your sideline set to resting on your field. Okay, that's going to be interesting. So we got our first blue. I'm actually going to be separating these by hollows. Alright. Next we have a Loopy. When played, top 2, or when sideline top 2 into your deck. Askin. He's a 3 cost step, double energy, 3k. Activate main if there's a character with battle points less than its base battle point for a resting character in your opponent's front line, he gains 1,000. That's super specific. 0 cost, when sideline, draw a card. Hey, Kaku. When played, draw 1, ditch 1. Renji. Choose a character. Or when played, choose a character in your field with 2 or more base AP, it gains impact. Okay. This one, when sideline, choose up to 1 character with 2k or less in your front line and switch it to resting. The Shinji. Oh, beautiful. Is that double star? 1 star? Someone else just pulled this out of the store. Look at that beaut. He's a rare star. Gorgeous. Very nice. Up next we have Byakuya Kuchigi. When played, choose a character on your opponent's front line. It loses 1,000. Heck yeah. Kaku. Haka no Togumi. So this is Rukia's new special for her Bankai. Choose a character with 3k or less, sideline it if she's on the field, 5k. Oh, we got these zombie guys. Alright, when played. Oh, this is a blue color trigger. You may pay 1 AP. If you do, play up to 1 of this card from your sideline set to resting on the field, and you can only activate it 1 time each turn. Ooh, 1 star Ichigo. Good. Oh, we got the Sajin Raid, which is a non-foil? That's weird. I don't like that. But this is our new green Sajin Raid. At the start of your turn, place the top card from this rated character into your sideline. Nullify impact. This character cannot be switched to resting or returned to your hand by your opponent's abilities. When played, draw 2. That's pretty cool. Did she pull the same one?
Yeah.
What the heck? That's so weird. Alright, we got a new Squad 0 Ichibe. He is our purple color trigger. When played, look at the top 4 cards of your deck, place them at the top of your deck in any order. When attacking, select a required energy amount, then reveal the top card of your deck. If it has the same selected required energy amount, you may add it to your hand. If you do, place 1 card from your hand into your removal area. If you did not add a card to your hand, place the revealed card at the top of the deck. Whew, that's going to be interesting. And we got our first AP. Non-foil, but we got the Bambies. Alright, moving on. Yeah, that's crazy. Alright, we got Askin again, her, another 0 Renji, 0 Ikaku, Renji, her. Alright, this is the new special for purple. Shatatsu Kagura Shigui Mino Suji. Butchered it. Place up to 3 Squad 0 affinity from your hand into the removal area. Choose a character 3k or less, sideline it. For each card placed from your hand into the removal area with its ability, add 1,000 to the range of the character you may choose. Then for each card placed from your hand into your removal area with its ability, draw a card. What? So you get to ditch cards, kill something, and then draw that many cards back. That's kind of cool. I like that. Who gave you permission to yap? Bro, Mayori is ridiculous. Blue trigger, or blue special trigger. Sideline 1 corpse unit affinity character on your field. If you do, draw a card, then place up to 2 blue character cards with fulfilled required energy, 1 AP that are either Nemu or a corpse unit affinity from your sideline set to active. Interesting. That's gonna be tricky to get used to. There's the first Nemu, double energy blue. Activate main once a turn. Sideline 1 character on your field with corpse unit affinity. If you do, look at the top 4 of the deck, reveal a Mayori, Nemu, or a corpse unit affinity among them, add it to your hand, place the rest of the bottom of the deck. Then we get our Charlotte. When sideline, if it's your turn, choose a character on your opponent's front line, switch it to resting. You can only use it once, ability 1 time each turn. That's still pretty good for a 2 cost. Then we get our Shinjimaru Raid. When played, place any number of Squad 0 affinity cards from your hand into the removal area. Choose a character with 25 or less in your opponent's front line, sideline it. For each card placed in the hand, from the hand to the removal area with its ability, add 1,000. So that could be cool. And then we get a 1 cost Renji. Alright. We got Askin, Sugru, Renji, Minius, Rukia 0 drop. We get the Kiryu 0 drop. The corpse unit, alright. Activate main once a turn, sideline a corpse unit affinity on your field, and then activate main switch to resting once a turn. You can only activate this ability if a character on your field has been sidelined this turn. All Nemu and corpse unit affinity characters on your field gain 1,000. Interesting. I got our Jugrum again, Byakuya double energy, Rukia, look at the top 5, Ichibe color, and we got our first Ichigo SR, non-alt, but still need to place that, so we'll take it. Alright, we got our first Kisuke. So when played, look at the top 5 of your deck, reveal a character or card without raid, and with no affinities among them, add it to your hand. Place the rest at the bottom of the deck. Any order, if you add a card to hand, place 1 in your sideline. So a non-raid and no affinities. That's going to be interesting. Can't think of anything off the top of my head, at least. Yumachika, he gains energy if you have 3 or more 13 core guard squads, so he's going to be interesting. 0 cost Mayori, Rangiku. When played, if Toshiro is on your field, play a green character card with 2 or less required energy, 1 AP from your hand set to resting on your field. That's going to be big for the green one. Blue Orihime. When this card is placed from your hand into the sideline by an ability on a blue Ichigo on your field, specific, choose up to 1 Ichigo on your field. It gains this character cannot be chosen by your opponent's character or trigger abilities until the start of your next turn. So pretty good protection for blue. Candace Catnap. When played, all characters 1k or more on your opponent's front line lose 500. That's not terrible. Double energy. That's interesting. We see the purple trigger again, blue trigger again, this chick again, another Nemu, hey, Uryu. 3 cost, 3k plus, double energy, yellow. Activate main, place a card from hand to side. Once a turn, choose one of the abilities below. If Yuabaha is on the field, you may choose all instead. Choose one character in both your front line and energy line and swap them. This character gains 1,000. Okay, that's going to be interesting. And Blue Ichigo, 2 AP, so this is the one we've seen a lot. When played, choose a character 4K or less and return it to the hand. Alright, so he's interesting, like a Yuji. Activate main if on front, once a turn, draw a card, place one from your hand to the side. That's massive. A lot of draw power blue. Alright, then we get our Kisuke, Yumachika, Orihime, Candace, Kisuke, Tanjiro. Here's another 0 drop. When played, look at the top card of your deck, place it on the top or bottom. Sure. Special trigger, Zangetsu, 0 cost. This is a character. When this card is placed from the hand to the side by an ability on a blue Ichigo on your field, that Ichigo may gain. This character cannot be blocked by a character with 3K or less. Wow, blue is sounding very interesting. Yoriichi Shihorin. During your turn, this character gains 500, making her 4K, 4 cost. When played, if you have placed a card from your hand into your side lane this turn, play one blue character with 1 or less energy, 1 AP, and no affinities from hand set to resting in your field. Okay. Yachiro. Activate main, switch to resting side lane the card. Choose a Kenpachi on your field that gains impact +1 or damage +1 until end of turn. That's kind of cool. Purple Orihime, when played, place the top 2 cards of your deck into your sideline. That is pretty cool. And the blue color Orihime. Awesome. Alright, we are almost halfway there. Only one, or no ults yet, but we do have one blue and one purple SR. Kisuke, Yumachika, Rukio, Kiryu, Meori, Rangiku, green special. Nozarashi. Choose a character 3K or less, sideline it if Kenpachi Zaraki is on your field, or if you have a Yachiro in your sideline, 5K instead. Interesting. Oh, Etsu Nehemiah. 3 drop, 25 or 2K plus double energy, purple. When played, look at the top card of your deck, place it on the top or bottom. When attacking, you may place a squad 0 affinity from your hand into your removal area. If you do, this character gains 2K until end of turn, making him a 4K by himself. Cool. Kinsei and that one are Sajin Raid, Bombietta Bastard Beam, yellow color. When played, if this character is played with an ability on one of your characters, draw a card. Activate main, pay an action point once per turn, gains impact 1, and it's a 4K color trigger. And we got our first Kenpachi Zaraki Green Raid. This character is not affected by BP reducing abilities, impact 1. If the base card of this rated character has 4 or more required energy, this character gains all abilities listed below. If this character leaves the field due to one of your opponent's abilities or battle, you may place one card from your hand into your sideline instead. If you do, place a top card from this rated character into your sideline. Okay. And when played, this character gains... Ooh, Black Clover, yeah. Let's see it. Come show the camera. I'm at the store and someone just pulled a 2-star from Black Clover. Mimosa Vermilion. Double star, dude. Two-star Mimosa. Oh my gosh, look at that.
It's really nice.
Yes. The last 2-star I pulled, I sold for $250. Let's see if it'll focus. Yeah, good shit. Ah, yeah, Sakura. And we got our first action point, non-foil. Or second action point, actually. Dandori Alicio. He gains 1,000 if a character has been sidelined. 0 drop Kenpachi, 1 drop Renji, Yushiro, Senjumaru, Renji Barai, Nemu, Charlotte, Oetsu. 3 cost Rukia double energy. When played, draw a card, place one from the hand to the side. If there's a character with 2 or more base AP in your front line, you may draw a card instead. Okay. Alright, keep it going. We are rocking and rolling. What time is it? 10:30? Yeah. His name is Zangetsu. Draw 2 cards. When this card is placed from your hand into your sideline by an ability on a blue Ichigo in your field, draw a card. So that's cool. Basby. 2-cost Basby. Activate main if on the front line. Place. Yeah, it does. Activate main if on the front line. Place a card from hand to side. And once a turn, choose a character 1500 or more on your opponent's front line. It loses 1k. Arhime, Candace, Kisuke. When played, look at the top 3 of the deck. Reveal a character card with no affinities among them. Add it to your hand. Place the remaining at the bottom of the deck in any order. If you add a card to hand, place one from your hand into the sideline. Tenjiro, Byakuya, Special. Oh, Toshiro. Zombie Toshiro. When played, if this character is played with an ability on one of your characters, choose a character in your opponent's front line, switch it to resting. Alright. Ichigo. Activate main, place 1 card from hand to side. Once a turn, this character cannot be blocked by 4k or more. Oh, that's gorgeous. Not an alt, but just the Getsuga Jushiro. His new Getsuga. Oh, that's so cool. Okay. Choose a character 3500 or less on your opponent's front line. Sideline it. When this card is placed from your hand into your sideline by an ability on a blue Ichigo on your field, you may place 1 card from your hand on the bottom of the deck. If you do, that Ichigo gains double attack. Oh, that's cool.
The regular one.
And then 2 costs Orihime. Very good. That was such a cool moment in the anime when he popped up. Alright. My name is Angetsu, Basby, Kisuke, Tenjiro, Ichigo, Shuhei, Nozarashi, Byakuya, Charlotte, Oetsu, Toshiro, Hitsugaya. When played, if 6 or more 13 core guard affinities are on the field, you may place 1 from your hand to the sideline. If you do, add a Toshiro from the sideline to hand. Very good. And we got our first Rukia raid. When played, if on the front line, choose a character on your opponent's front line, switch it to resting. If it's your turn and there's a character with 2 or more base AP costs on your front line, switch it to resting. The chosen character remains set to resting the next time it will be. Oh. The chosen character remains set to resting until this character leaves the front line instead. Oh, that's kind of cool. That's a little different. Alright, so we got 2 blue SRs, 1 purple, 1 green, so we should still have 1 of those. We got our action points and 2 alts. Alright, we got Mecha, Kenpachi, Ichigo, Shuhei, Ganju, Giselle, Shunsui. Oh, this is interesting. So 4 costs, double energy, 2k, but he has double attack. I'm actually kind of scared to play against him in the Yamamoto deck because Yamamoto increases 2k every time he swings, so that can make this guy pretty problematic. We got another Chad, just a bounce back, Rukia, Zangetsu, Blue Orihime, and a 4-2 Byakuya. This is the color trigger for the deck. When played, choose one of the following. If a Rukias have been played on your field this turn, choose one of your AP, switch to active. Reduce the AP cost of the next Rukia you use from your hand by 1. Oh, you choose one of those. That's cool. And then 1 attack and draw a card. Cool. SR. So we actually got 3 blue SRs. So we're already off to a weird ratio. You got something else? Kenpachi, Ganju, Giselle, Toshiro, Senjimaru, Akutome, Shinsui, Kinsui, Sajin, Maiori, and another rated Senjimaru. Alright, no alts. They must be deep in here. Luffy, Senjimaru, Bankai. Nice. Sclave Ray. Choose a character in your opponent's frontline with battle points equal to or less than 1,000. Multiply by the combined total number of Bombietta or Bambis on your field and sideline it. Yoshiro, Shinji 4-2. When played, choose a character in your. Choose one of the following. If on the front line, choose 2 characters with 2k or less, and whose battle points are the same on your opponent's front line and sideline them. Or choose a character with 3k or more on your opponent's front line, switch it to resting. Switch this character to active. That's kind of cool. And then Rukia. All right, last 3 packs. Down to the wire. Renji, Luffy, Renji, Ikaku, Renji, Bankai, Sclave Ray, Toshiro, Ichigo, Renji, and a Giselle. So we got our first yellow SR. She's a 4-2, 4K. When played, if you have a combined total of 3 or more other Bambis or zombies or Bambiettas on your field, draw 2, then place 1 from the hand to the side. Activate main if on frontline. Once a turn, sideline 1 character on your field without zombie affinity. If you do, play up to 1 yellow character card with zombie affinity from your sideline set to active on the field. Okay, I can see that. All right, last 2 packs. We have 3 blue, 1 purple, 1 green, 1 yellow, which means these both should have my alts in them. Right? Please. Please, give me an alt. Ichigo, Shuhei, Ganju, Giselle. Who gave you permission to yap away? Byakuya, Rukia, her, another Finn, Shinji, and called it. We got our first alt. I need some sleeves. You have any extra? Yeah, if I can just, thank you. Kenpachi alt. SR star. Yes. Yeah. Damn. Yeah, it is. Okay, I see. Good old SR star is a good little first pull. That's gorgeous. Kenpachi alt. All right, last pack. I should get. Actually, I think there's a chance since that's an SR alt that I don't pull another one, but fine. Rukia, Kiryu, Aoi, Angiku, Corpse, Jugrum, Chad, Rukia, Bombietta, and another one. Alright, so that was a really weird box. I got 1 singular alt, but it wasn't SR, so that's good. I got 3 blue SRs, 1 green, 1 yellow, 1 purple. So that's different from me, usually. This is my first volume too, though, so that could be what it is. Alright, well that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and we're on to the next.